World Cup Fantasy is back, and with just days until the tournament kicks off, it's time for me to take you through my Matchday 1 team selection. If you'd like to get involved with the FPLtips mini league, the code to join is scrolling by at the bottom of the screen, or you can click the link in the description box below. Also, if you're not already, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram @_FPLtips, where I'll be posting any updates between match days, such as substitutions and captaincy changes. I've gone cheap between the sticks, selecting 2 4 million goalkeeper options to free up funds elsewhere. Widely tipped to be Tunisia's number 1, Ayman Darman makes my starting 11, but it's Uruguay's Sergio Roquette that I'm holding out the most hope for. Since his tie with South Korea falls later in the matchday, the manual substitutions rule will allow me to bring Roquette on to replace Darman should he fail to deliver against Denmark. A familiar face from the Euros, right wing-back Denzel Dumfries provided 2 goals and 1 assist in 4 appearances during last year's tournament. Favourites to win Group A, the Netherlands take on Senegal, Ecuador and Qatar. Kieran Trippier has been enjoying a successful season with Newcastle in the Premier League, where only Kevin De Bruyne and Andreas Pereira have fashioned more than his 34 attempted assists. Expected to line up in a right wing-back role in Gareth Southgate's preferred 3-4-3 system, he'll offer potential for points at both ends of the field. On the opposite flank for England will be Luke Shaw, who helped his country to keep 5 clean sheets in 7 matches at Euro 2020. No teammate provided as many as his 3 assists in the tournament, while tallies of 10 attempted assists and 4 big chances created were also team-leading numbers. Completing the starting back 4 will be Joachim Mæhle, another attack-minded wing-back who impressed during the Euros with Denmark. Scoring twice in 6 appearances, no defender took as many as his 27 penalty area touches or his 10 attempts at goal. Budget enabler Abdulaziz Hatem can provide a day 1 captaincy option when Qatar face Ecuador on Sunday. A mainstay in the side, the veteran midfielder has amassed 5 goals in his last 11 competitive appearances. Angel Di Maria helped Argentina lift the 2021 Copa America, scoring the only goal in a 1-0 win over Brazil in the final. Only Lionel Messi could better his average of 1.3 key passes per 90 minutes during the tournament, amongst teammates. Generously priced at $7 million, Steven Bergwijn is expected to line up as a forward in Louis van Gaal's 3-4-1-2 system. Only Memphis Depay scored more goals for the Netherlands across their 6 recent Nations League matches. Andreas Skov Olsen was the joint leading scorer for Denmark in the Nations League, with 2 goals in 6 matches. Primarily used on the right of a front 3, no teammate took more than his 5 shots from inside the box. Unsurprisingly, Lionel Messi was Argentina's leading scorer at the 2021 Copa America, scoring 4 goals. No player of any side contributed to as many goals as his 9. Teammate Lautaro Martinez notched 3 goals in his 6 appearances at the tournament, while matching Messi's 3.3 expected goals total. With opening ties against Saudi Arabia and Mexico, Argentina are favourites to top Group C. As mentioned earlier, we can make manual substitutions in this format. This means we can put players who feature later during the matchday on our bench and bring them on in place of underperforming players in the starting 11. But remember, the player you're bringing on must not yet have featured in order for this to work. Man City teammates Kevin De Bruyne and João Cancelo are ready and waiting to come on, while Brazil's Neymar offers a last chance saloon captain option on the final day of Matchday 1. This format allows us to either stick or twist with our captaincy option, as long as the player we're moving on to is yet to feature during the matchday. For that reason, I plan to start with Qatar's Abdulaziz Hatem, since he plays on the opening day. Should he fail to return a good number of points, I can then move on to Kieran Trippier on the second day of Matchday 1. Beyond that, Lionel Messi, Kevin De Bruyne and Neymar are among the players I might consider twisting the captain's armband to, in search of a double-digit haul. I'll keep you up to date with any of these decisions I make via Twitter and Instagram, @_FPLtips, so make sure you're following me on there if you don't want to miss out. We have 3 chips or boosters available to use throughout the tournament. We're all familiar with the wildcard. I can see that coming in handy ahead of the quarterfinals or perhaps in Matchday 3, where we sometimes see rotation from teams that have already qualified. The Power Captain booster automatically selects your top scoring player to be your captain, during the round that you decide to play it. I can see that one being more useful in the latter stages of the tournament, when there are fewer matches and therefore fewer captain options for us to twist our way through in the usual manner. We've also got something called the 12th man, which I'm considering activating for Matchday 1. This booster allows us to have an additional player from any team in any position and at any price, but we're not allowed to captain them or sub them off. My instinct is that earlier on in the tournament we should see a greater disparity between the best and worst teams, with tighter games to be expected in the later rounds. Kylian Mbappe is a player I'd like to own for Matchday 1, where France have a favourable matchup against Australia. He's hard to fit in as the most expensive player in the game, and in my opinion Neymar and Messi have the better fixtures overall during the group stages. So I'm strongly considering activating the 12th man booster to allow me to cover Mbappe's points in Matchday 1.